Alright y'all, I'm here at the bale wagon, and this video goes along with a post in the New Holland Bale Wagons group page. Today is Saturday, June 13th. Earlier this week we had this out for the first time and had several problems. Just about every bale it picked up we had to touch in one way or another. Biggest problem we had was feeding across this first table. Been looking at it here a little bit this morning, and I can see where some of our woes are coming from. Found the book, got it out, started looking through it. One of the things I found, you see how shiny the skid shoes are on this pickup head. This thing drug the ground the whole time, and I'm going to try loosening all this up and adjusting this clevis length. See if that helps it. See if we can pick the head up off the ground from there. If not, you can see where they had cylinder stops on it before. Dad's actually picking up some more of them today. If adjusting that rod and clevis doesn't do anything, we're just gonna pile up cylinder stop clamps on it again and see how that does for us. Another thing I have noticed here is if you look down along through here, you'll notice this. The second table is not seated down in this pocket here. You come along around over to this side, and we're way up off over here. So I'm going to get a tractor hooked to this, lift this first table up, and see if I can come up with anything. Something I'm wondering about, and just kind of eyeball guesstimation, we're pretty close. But when we got this, the hinge points back there, and that's the second table hinge, were completely wore out. And I might try and show you sometime what we did there, but basically we took a couple long three-quarter bolts and some 3-point bushings, and basically made there's one bushing is welded to it, the other bushing is a little bit longer excuse me, and rides in there as a pivot, thus the reason for the double nuts on them. What it looked to me like it had before was just a couple of shorter bolts going through there, and they hinged on that. Don't know if that was factory or correct or anything like that, but anyhow, it was wore out when we got it. I'm wondering if maybe this table isn't a little crooked. I mean, obviously sighting down this edge here, it looks like it is, but I don't know that for a fact. If it is, I don't know what we're gonna do. Probably have to end up cutting all of that stuff out of there, repositioning, re-welding, headaches, cussing, and other related fits. So anyhow, that's kind of where that is. I mean, you can just look from here over to there how much difference it is. I mean, it's resting on that edge there, and it's up off of it. Of course, we've got the pickup head strapped to it right here, so that's probably trying to lift it and twist it upward too. Like I said, I'm going to get a tractor hooked to this and get it out in working position and just kind of run it, trip it manually a few times, see what I can come up with. Something else doesn't make a lot of good sense to me. You see here where this has all been torched. I don't know why, but I mean, obviously it is. All of this mechanism in here looks to be fairly correct. to my untrained eye. I'll put it that way. Yeah, to my untrained eye. Like I said, I've been around a 1002 a good little bit. I've just about got everything figured out about that machine. It's just the little fine-tuning type stuff to get it working good. The other night when we had this going, and I was pretty well having to help push every bale across, I told Dad, I said, park this thing, we're getting the 1002 out, because at least I didn't have to push every damn bale. But he was determined to go ahead and use the 1033. The 1002 is over here. We haven't yet hooked to it at all this year. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what all to talk about on this one. By the end of the season last year, we had gotten it working pretty good. I mean, we still had to babysit it some, but not nearly like we did when we first got it. Probably about time for a new rope. One of the guys was asking about the rope routing. I think he pretty well got it figured out, but anyhow, we come from the mast here through this upper pulley down to the bottom of the capstan, and looks like I've got a total of 3 wraps on this one. Let's see. So that's around and back, 1 full wrap, 2 full wraps. Yeah, it looks like I had 2 full wraps and then the return trip on it. Then it goes over to the bottom one, and on this 02 it goes up through that hole there and then up into the eyelet on the tie. Like I said, we had this one working a lot better by the end of the year than any year before. The one, I don't know if it's a problem, but you know, it's just one of them things. This bale wagon requires a tractor with 2 remotes, and just about everything on it is mechanical, belt driven, or hydraulic powered off the tractor. So, you know, I mean, in a way, yeah, it's a lot simpler. Yeah, we can see on this one, this first table here on this 02, I mean, we're pretty straight across there. Yeah, and this is kind of how that hinge point was on the 33. Looks like there might be a bushing in there on this one that was completely gone on the 33. You know, we had kind of went back and forth on this 02 whether we were going to keep it or not. Definitely until we get the 33 working like it's supposed to, I'm keeping this one. Because, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it a little bit through rose-colored glasses, but it seemed to me like it was doing better than the 33 was just this past go-around, so, we'll see. Yeah, any of you that have followed my videos, that's the 84 Brigadier. It's been sitting there a little bit, been mowed around a few times. Not much progress on it since the video I made specifically on it. So, waiting on a couple loads of gravel to come to dump in the building. Not sure where those guys are. I might as well just give it a little. Well, no, I'm going to make another quick video here on what we've got inside the building right now. So anyhow, the plan is, while I'm waiting on the dew to burn off to get some hay raked up and baled, round baled, and while we're waiting on things to come together to put corn in the ground here today, I'm going to get a tractor hooked to this, do some checking around, and see if there are some things I can figure out on it. So anyhow, I want to thank the guys on the bale wagon group for some of their insight. Yeah, I said in the post that at one point while fighting with this thing, I was seriously considering stepping down as admin of the group, handing the reins over to someone else, selling off both of these bale wagons and financing a coon system for next year. But I don't know, I still believe in the bale wagon concept. I really still believe in it, and if I can make it work, I'm going to, because, you know, and part of our problem too, we kind of bought this one sight unseen. We gave either $2,800 or $3,000 for it. You know, so we knew there were going to be some problems. It's just a matter of what, and we're finding out the what. The 1002, I think I gave $1,400 for it, and it's I'm going to say that one's getting better all the time. But anyhow, I'm going to make another quick little video here on what's about to happen today, and we'll see you all on the next one. Thanks, guys.